Hello, good people. How are you doing today? My name is Tryfina Kgokong, and you are watching Triumphant Zoe Coaching. Please subscribe on the button below and make sure that you also click on that bell button so that you get notifications every time I upload a new video. Now, the reason that I am doing these videos is to really have some inspiration, some motivation, as well as some coaching and some mentorship going on this channel. And I was just thinking about the power of belief, and I really would like to focus this particular clip on just that, the power of belief. You know, there's a story in 1954 by this guy called Rodger Bannister. He was the first man who ever ran a 4-mile run in 4 minutes, in less than 4 minutes. Now, there was no one who had ever done that before, because people did not believe that it was possible, actually physically, humanly possible. Even the doctors and scientists had said it's dangerous. If you try to finish a 1 mile in less than 4 minutes, you would not be able to do it physically. So when we're talking about a mile, 1 mile is actually equal to 1.6 kilometers. And if you were to actually calculate 4 miles and convert that into kilometers, you would get about 6.4 kilometers. Now, this man ran 1.6 kilometers in 3 minutes and 59 seconds. And even till today, there's now been more people who have been able to break that record, because he was the first trendsetter who changed the game, who changed the belief that it was impossible, right? And we know our Dada Madiba actually likes to say this, that it always seems impossible until it is done. Can you imagine, had Rodger Bannister not believed it was possible, probably even today we would still not be able to run that fast. So he was actually asked this question: what made you do this? How did you know that you could do this? And he said, it is mind over matter. And that is how the power of belief works. It is not about whether we think in our physical bodies we can, because our bodies can lie to us, right? You know how it is when you're supposed to wake up in the morning and go and exercise. What does your body say? No, I don't want to wake up. So it is a mind over matter. Even when you're running, I'm a runner myself. And then you get to that point where your body wants to give up on you. You have got to now pull something out of your mind. It's a mental game. Have you ever seen Serena playing tennis on that tennis court? And have you ever seen how she stands and she's literally like this, and she's watching her opponent? What do you think she's doing? It's a mind game. Before the opponent can even serve the ball, you know, Serena is ready and she's jumping already. And there are times where she wins just because she has overpowered her opponent here in the mind. And we've often seen also how she loses when she loses her mind on the court and she breaks her tennis racket, which means that now she has been overpowered mentally, right? So this belief starts with the mind, because the mind is the originator of our actions. Our bodies and our actions always follow our thought process. And that is why it is so important that we mind our thoughts. We mind our thoughts also by what we are hearing, because we have to guard our senses. We have 5 senses, you know. So what are you hearing? What are you thinking? What are you saying? The words that we are speaking. All of these things, they affect the actions that are produced and the way we believe. And it was actually Henry Ford. He said this: if you believe you can, you can. And if you believe you can't, right? You actually get what you believe. Even Jesus himself said it. He said, according to your belief, receive. So really, I know the world, actually some people call it the law of attraction. They say you will get what you believe, you attract what you think, and all of those things, right? So this power of belief is so, so important. It is not a spiritual religious thing. It is a real law that operates on this earth. I'm going to give you another example. Look at the placebo effect. I'd like you to go and read about that. It has actually been proven scientifically, even by doctors, where they will have two medications to treat a patient. And one will be a fake medication, a control one, and then the other will be the real medication. And they will administer that to two different patients. And the patients won't know that the other one is fake. Guess what? Both patients, because they believe that they are receiving treatment for, let's say, a headache, they will find that their headache has disappeared. Because even the one who received the fake medication that had no medicine in it to treat the headache, because they experienced something called the placebo effect. It then actually it sent messages to their brain and signals, which eventually went into their bodies and healed their bodies, just like that. And so what I'm trying to drive home here is, please be very vigilant, be very mindful of when you wake up in the morning, what kind of thoughts are playing in your mind. Because the way you wake up is literally the way your day will go, right? So think about it. I love to sing some beautiful music when I wake up, because I know that the first minutes of your day literally is when your brain is most receptive and most awake and ready to receive. And as I'm worshiping, I'm enjoying good music, it is actually setting me up for a good day. Have you ever heard of Murphy's Law? Murphy's Law that says if one thing goes wrong, then just expect everything else to go wrong, right? And some people actually say it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? You heard that before. So when you wake up and you say to yourself, oh, I don't know about this day today. I think I'm gonna have a bad day, or I just have a bad feeling about this day. I woke up sad today. I don't even know if I'll be productive. I just don't feel like working. Guess what? You have already convinced yourself. You have self-prophesied to yourself that today will be a bad day. So rather than having those negative and critical voices in your head telling you all the bad things that could happen, please save yourself. Let me tell you, there's something called RAS. It is the reticular activating system. Now this has been proven. The RAS, it sits here, it's a brain stem cell. It's 2 inches right here. And you know what it is? It actually is connected to all your 5 senses. And the way it operates is, you see, it is like a filter. It's like a filter. Imagine your brain is here, and this is the filter, and this is the outside world. So whatever you cannot be able to take into your brain, all the information that you see, because your brain would not be able to have the capacity to handle all the information. If you could hear all the noises, if you keep quiet and just listen to all the sound, you hear the birds singing outside, and then the squeaky door, and the TV playing, and there's so many noises. and you cannot take it and be able to transmit all of that and make sense of all of that. So the reticular activating system is actually there to protect you. It is there for your safety, because you could actually have a crash, a brain crash, because of too much information overload, right? So the way that it filters, it has to filter. How does it filter? It will filter according to what you have trained it to, right? So the way the brain operates, it actually operates through familiarity. So a brain doesn't recognize something that it is not aware of. So if your brain doesn't know a TV or has never seen a television set, when it sees one, it won't know how to associate that. It will wonder, what is this thing? It won't be able to associate it. So basically, the way that the RAS operates is the way you think. If you have convinced yourself that, let's say for example, you wake up and you're excited and you say, I want to buy a beautiful red Range Rover. You walk out of the door of the house, guess what? You look around, you're gonna be like, there are red Range Rovers everywhere. What's going on? They are stealing my idea, these people. How come they're all driving red Range Rovers? Have you ever experienced that? Or you actually just bought a new car and all you can think about is that new car, and then you see it everywhere. Or ladies, you bought new shoes and then you walk around and you're like, no, she's wearing my shoes or my outfit. It is how it works. It associates the decisions you've made and it confirms them for you. And so you have to be so mindful of what kind of thoughts you are having, what kind of decisions you are making, because the RAS is your friend. So you want to make sure that you set your RAS correctly, so that when you are thinking the thoughts, that you are attracting the thoughts that you want to attract. Okay, so let's make sure we are setting our RAS correctly, and that is connected to the power of belief, because you attract what you believe. As Henry Ford, if you believe you can, you said, if you believe you can, you can. If you believe you can't, you cannot. And that applies in all the areas of our lives. I know I am speaking to some people right now who have big dreams. You maybe are even in primary school and you're imagining the kind of high school you can be accepted into. And you are wondering whether you are good enough for it. Let me tell you something. Where there is a will, there is a way. If you can imagine it and picture it and believe it, you can have it. That is how the law of belief and the power of belief operates. It brings to you what you believe. So please believe right. I really love one of these amazing poems by Marrianne Williamson. And it goes like this. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is actually that we are powerful beyond measure. It is the light in us, not the darkness, that frightens us the most. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant? Who am I to be amazing? Who am I to be talented? Who am I to be gorgeous? Who am I to be fabulous? Who am I to be stupendous? Who am I to be prodigious? Who am I to be amazing? Who am I to be sophisticated? Who am I to be phenomenal? Who am I to be excellent? Who am I to be supernatural? Who am I to be great? Who am I to be extraordinary? Who am I to be beautiful? Who am I to be intelligent? Who am I to be smart? Well, who are you not to be brilliant, smart, beautiful, amazing, excellent, extraordinary, amazing, fabulous, phenomenal, stupendous, prodigious? Who are you not to be all of that? You are a child of God. And you were created for greatness. You playing small does not serve the world in any way. There is nothing attractive about you shrinking so that other people don't have to feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine. And as we let our light shine, we unconsciously set others free to also shine their lights. All of us are children of God, and we all were born to manifest the glory of God that is within all of us. Hey, I love this poem. And it ends up by saying that as we are liberated from our own fears, just our presence will automatically liberate others too. How amazing is that? To know that we are brilliant, we are excellent, we are great. I believe it is so connected to our core of who we are. If we can tap into that power we have inside of us, we are all born with a gift. And if you look at your fingers, you will find that they are unique. They are not identical to anyone else's fingerprints, right? And so, believing in yourself means that you are able to unleash that which is your gift and share it with the world. The world needs you to unleash that gift that is within you. Do not hold it back. Do not hold it in. Do not be afraid to shine. I know that we have this fear of failure. You know what failure is? Failure is simply feedback. Do you know, when you are driving this way and then you reach a roadblock, then you just take a detour. That's what failure is. It's redirection. If you write an exam and you fail the exam, it is not the end of the world. I failed before a test, an exam. What did I do? I just went back, recalibrated, studied harder, and then did it again and passed. So failure is not the end for you. Whatever you feel that you have failed, never allow a bump in the road to be a full stop for you. We've had sad news today. Our Wakanda forever is gone. And I just look at his life, and there's a quote he even spoke about that the challenges we go through are actually directing us to our purpose. And he lived a purposeful life. And he believed in his gift as an actor. And he was an actor who actually took on roles that really challenged the societal norms. As you know, Wakanda Forever was one of the first black movies with a superhero that we could relate to in Africa. So for us, it was a magnificent movie. Something we could believe in, black excellence that we don't often see, right? So believe in yourself. Believe in your gift. Unleash your gift. Please, if you don't do that, you are actually not serving the world as you should. Because there's no way that anyone is on this earth for no reason. The people who are able to really excel in life and rise up to the occasion are the people who have figured out who they are and what is their gifting, and they are operating in that space. I could think of Tiger Woods, Oprah Winfrey, Beyonce, even President Obama, you name it. These are people who from a young age knew exactly where they were going in life, what they wanted to achieve, and they focused on that, and they honed in on that, and they believed in themselves. Even remember, when you choose to believe in yourself, you understand that not everyone is going to believe in you. And that is always the challenge, because we always just expect that, well, everyone is going to agree with our dreams. Everybody is just going to fall in line and support our dreams. It doesn't work like that. Your dream must be worth fighting for. You have to wake up every morning with purpose, with a vision, believing in that dream. It is a work in progress. It is not going to fall on our lap. It is not going to say, if you're planning to buy a house, that's your dream. Boom, the house on your lap. Boom, the dream job. Boom, the career that you want. Boom, the marriage that you want. Boom, the children that you want. That's not how things work. It's a daily exercise of your belief as you take steps. They say that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. It is one step at a time. So, sometimes we look at people. Let me give you an example. When you have a garden, I love gardening, and you take a seed and you plant it in there, and then it's going to take a few days or even a week for you to even start to see that there's anything happening there, right? And have you ever seen a plant leaf multiplying? We don't see it multiplying, do we? We wake up today, like I planted a sunflower in my garden, and then I woke up and I was so excited. I saw 2 leaves. Then I went to sleep, and then a few days later I woke up. The leaf multiplied to 4. I was so excited. I said, when does it grow? And then the following week, boom! Now it's like this tall, and I didn't see it growing. And that is what happens in our daily lives. We wake up, we go about our business of achieving our plans, our dreams, our goals that we've set before us. I think back when I was young and I was in high school at the time, and I really had a big dream to go to the University of Cape Town. And I was actually at a public school that, the chances of me applying to the University of Cape Town and being accepted was so slim, just because of the quality of the education. And I remember really deciding and saying, this is what I want to do. And every day I worked and I studied hard, and I even had to get a study and master to study for the higher grade subjects, because at school they did not teach in higher grade. They actually told me, rather take standard grade subjects, you are clever enough, you'll get A's. But I knew that I needed to study in higher grade subjects in order to get an exemption that can be then accepted at the university. And that was my goal at that time. And I believed in that goal, and I believed that I would make it to the University of Cape Town. And that is what manifested in my life. I'm just giving you an example myself, that this power of belief has also been operating in my life. And I'm actually speaking from experience. And I just really hope that you will take this and apply it in your life. And please do come back and comment and share some of the takeouts, some of the nuggets that you have been able to learn today and applied in your life, and where you have seen some great changes and some manifestations of your dreams. I believe in you, and I hope that you now believe in yourself more than ever, because no one can be you the way that you can be you. You are so unique. You are so special. Believe in yourself. Believe in your gifts. Believe in your talents. If you believe it, you don't need anyone else to believe it. I tell you that you are your worst enemy at times, and you can also be your greatest supporter. You against you. Enjoy, and Thank you so much. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn at Triumphant Zoe Coaching. Love you lots. See you later.